Did you kill him?
Yes, I did. It was just a drone, but I got him off so he wouldn't be buzzing, you know, making you think.
What do you mean it's just a drone? A drone won't sting?
A drone doesn't have a stinger.
What?
They don't have a stinger. They're the only bee in there that doesn't have a stinger. The queen, I've never been stung by a queen, but she does have a stinger. The drones don't. The worker bees and the queens have a stinger.
But the drones don't.
The drones
well,
don't.
What good is a drone? What does he do?
All he's good for is to mate with the queen, and that happens one time in the queen's life, and it kills the drone when he does it.
Oh, I ain't no drone.
It pulls his insides out, and it kills him. But 4 or 5 different ones will mate with a queen when they go out on a mating swarm. They swarm out of the hive and go up into the air and mate up in the air and all in the trees. And it kills the ones that mate with her. And like I said, sometimes 3 or 4 different ones will mate with her.
You're kidding me.
No.
Oh, they are strange creatures.
And she can have a strain of bees, you know, from different drones. You know, they can be part Italian, part German, part whatever. You know, the drone was. And
different species of bees.
My bees are all mixed up. They're not just all 3-banded. They're mostly Italian. They're mostly 3-banded Italian. Bees not native to the continental United States. The Spanish probably were the first ones that brought them over, you know, 400 or 500 years ago. They probably were the first that brought honeybees to the continental United States.
What are you talking about? You mean we didn't have honeybees until they was imported from?
That's right, like us. We came from Europe too.
Wait a minute, stop now. Talk to me. You're kidding me.
No, sir. The bees are European. And well, they're German bees, and they're, but 3-banded Italian. I like the yellow queens. They're my favorite now. The lighter colored ones are mostly Italian, and that's the one I like. I like the real yellow queens, is the ones that I like. And I haven't bought but 100 queen bees in the last 30 years. I've raised all my queens because I went ahead and bought those 100, and they weren't any good. You know,
you can go somewhere and buy somebody just raises queens.
They want $10 a piece for them now if you buy 100. So there's a $1,000 bill for 100 queens. They send them in little wooden cages. Daddy used to buy them every year. Yeah. But I quit buying queens.
All right, your granddaddy was in this business.
Started in 1898 with his brother and my great-grandfather. My great-grandfather was born 1849. He's buried on the south end of town. My granddaddy was born 1882. He's buried on the north end of town.
And your daddy was in the business, Mr. LL.
And Daddy LL Lanier Jr. was born in that house right there at the water tank. Okay. Thank God Mama came from Kentucky, so my family tree's got a branch or 2 on it.
We love to fish at the city marina.
Folks, the Panama City Marina is open 7 days a week. Anyone can fish with just $1 permit from the marina office. Look at all the neat stuff. Let your wife shop in our first-class marine store. Live and frozen bait and fishing tackle you'll need. Pull in for gas and diesel fuel. We also have boat slips covered and open for rent. And we're just a short walk from downtown Panama City.
I bring my family fishing here all the time.
Barry's Battery Warehouse, located in Panama City at 1410 June Avenue, has automotive batteries, marine and golf cart batteries. We custom build battery cables and rebuild power tool batteries to make them last longer. Now our special discounted once-a-year price on marine, lawn, and garden batteries. If it's battery trouble, you gotta come see Barry's.
All right, tell me about these you know, all we hear is bad things. I need you facing kindly in the sun. There you go. Now that shows your face a little bit right there. Tell me about the killer bees. That's what we hear on TV. Man, the killer bees is coming up out of South America.
They're not killer bees. They're Africanized bees. And I've been to 1 or 2 of these seminars where the county agent puts on and stuff, and they talk about them. And they showed them a line, kind of. I was just looking at it now. And all these boys are young, these professors and all. They're educated and all, but they're young. And they had a line along there about Lake Okeechobee. And that's where the Africanized bees stronghold was, in Florida. It was Lake Okeechobee and down. So what I figure is these cold winters and all, that they're not tolerant of cold weather. They've written that. I've read everything I can get my hands on about it. but I don't think they can live up here in Northwest Florida.
Oh,
I think these 20-degree nights that we have, 3 or 4 of them, and
Well,
they
why
can't
do they
take
call
it.
them killer bees? Like, have they ever jumped on
Because they
people?
kill horses and cows and every now and then a person.
Oh, they will attack then.
First dealing I had with them was 30 years ago. They found a swarm on a ship in Port Panama City, Florida. And the bee inspector, they called him out there and they froze them. And they took them to the lab in Gainesville, and sure enough, they were Africanized bees. They look identical to the Italian bees. You cannot tell them apart with the naked eye.
Okay.
But they, the gal I talked to her, she was from Brazil. She said her grandfather had been working them for 50 years, crossbreeds, quarter Africanized. She said, oh, every now and then they'll just kill a horse or a cow or something every now and then. That's what she said. Now, this was, we were a lot younger. She and I both were back then. It's the only time I ever saw the lady.
Okay.
But I quit worrying about them.
All right, let's quit worrying about the killer bees. Jack, you ain't got to worry about the crow. Why ain't you standing way out here?
I done tasted some of the honey.
Huh?
I tasted some of that honey. He was explaining to me how the tupelo is. When the tupelos bloom, the bees go to pollinate the stuff, and then they come back to the hive.
Well, hey, wait a minute. He ain't supposed to be telling you this. He's a worker bee over there. We need the drone here to tell us about that stuff.
He obviously knows what he's talking about.
I know he does. All right, we're going to stand by. All right, we walked over here out of the wind, and we're going to just kind of let them work up there, and Jack's out yonder in the woods somewhere. But, all right, the purpose of you go to the grocery store, and you talk, you can go up there and it's orange blossom honey or clover honey, or you don't see any Tupelo honey in Winn-Dixie or Publix or Walmart or wherever.
It's the best honey there is, and it's the rarest honey there is. And it's up to the beekeeper to make Tupelo honey. Bees just make honey. What the beekeeper has to do, he has to separate it. And right now, ahead of the Tupelo, what has bloomed is this tie-tie. On Highway 22, for instance, and the highways and all this white flower you've been seeing is tie-tie. And right now, there's some black gum blooming and some black Tupelo blooming. This gets real confusing. But the black Tupelo blooms a month earlier than the white Tupelo tree. And the Dead Lakes is full of black Tupelo. It's all over the water out there right now. Black Tupelo blossoms are all over the water.
All right, listen, so what you're going to do is you're here building these hives, building your hives up, making them better hives so the worker bees can go out there and collect this honey. All right, what do you do to be sure it's pure Tupelo honey? How many times you collect this stuff is what I'm getting at.
The Tupelo blooms for 2 weeks out of the year. This time last year, I looked in my journal of 2012, I was taking honey on this date last year. The Tupelo was ahead. I remember looking at it since I looked in my journal. It was starting to open. This year it's going to be a little bit later because this late cold weather we had, a month ago, when we had some frost and everything, it retarded the blossoms and all, the trees, not the blossom, but the trees. It held the Tupelo trees back, and they're not going to bloom until on into the middle of April.
All right, we got water all in the swamps.
That's the best thing in the world could have happened because we've had dry years the last couple of years. The trees need lots and lots of water. They grow in the wetlands out in the swamp. But it's up to the beekeeper to separate the mixed honey from the Tupelo. And I'm not going to take honey for another week at least, maybe 10 days. I'm just...
Off this mixed honey you talking about.
That's right.
Atlas is the only state-certified local manufacturer of wood and aluminum portable buildings. We have all sizes, wide doors, 6 foot to 4 foot, roll-ups. Don't just buy anything. We can put the doors and the windows where you want them. We build our own trusses, carports, barns, enclosed or open. Folks, I just got a 6x10. They delivered it the same day.
Just give us a call at Atlas Portable Buildings.
5 minutes north of the Panama City Mall on Highway 231.
Hardwood floors, carpet country. If it's tile, come to carpet country. If you need carpet, come to carpet country.
And folks, don't forget, we have blinds at Carpet Country.
Call us for a free estimate, and our installers are very professional.
If it's carpet,
If it's blinds,
If it's tile,
if it's laminate,
if it's hardwood,
come see us at Carpet Country in Port St. Joe.
And I'm right now I'm just doing homework. I'm just going around doing away with bad hives and putting brood in some that need it. And even when I take honey, I'll do that some more. I'll put more brood in the weak hives until I get them full.
You know, you can one queen can cross-reference with the other one.
No, I'll shake that's another thing. I try to leave my queens in the hive that they're in. I'm just said frame her to a brood. I'll look for that queen. I won't move her from one hive to the other. I'll just move a sheet of brood. If you move the queen from one hive to the other, they're apt to kill her. But you can get away with moving a sheet of brood. They won't do anything to the brood. They'll just take care of it. They'll just keep it warm and let it hatch.
All right, these bees are raised here. We're looking at them right now on the screen. All these bees. All right, they fly over yonder a half a mile and they get some honey and they come back. What if there's a feller's sitting across the road over yonder, he's in the bee business too, and are down the creek somewhere? How do they know? Do they cross up with other folks? Is what I'm trying to get at.
There used to be just an unwritten law here, and back in I've got newspapers in 1941. There were 40 beekeepers in Weewichita, and they would stay at least a mile away from each other. I think back then they stayed 2 miles, but a mile would be sufficient. But the problem with having one yard right next to the other yard, besides getting everything that they have, American foul brood, reinfestation of mites, small hive beetles, anything they have,
one will mix with the other.
They will get it. They will spread diseases between themselves. But when you go to take honey, if you got a bee yard sitting right across the street from you, which I have in some places within 200 or 300 yards, it makes it hard on you and your bees because they will kill each other by the thousands once you go to taking that honey. They will, and I'll tell y'all a little trick. You can get you some white sheets and cover up the honey on your trailer, and that'll slow them down a lot from robbing the honey out when you're trying to take honey. But the more they get stirred up and the more they rob each other, the bees will, from that other yard, will come over here and sting each other to death. And they'll fight to the death. I mean, I've seen them piled up an inch deep in front of them.
Oh, okay.
You know,
they're trying to get the other honey.
That's right.
They try. When you're in there robbing it, you got honey scattered around. Is what you're telling me.
It doesn't happen if you in your yard of bees. That won't happen. You know, if you just take care. You know, with, like I said, put the sheets on your honey when you put it on the trailer and stuff like that. But those, they smell it once you crack those frames and crack the hives open when they're full of honey. Right now they're not full of honey.
Okay.
And they come over there and they start robbing each other. And that's why people shouldn't sit down right beside of each other.
Okay.
It's just not a good thing.
All right. Okay, Ben, we're showing you bees. We're showing a lot of bees today on the Red Holland Show. I know y'all thought we was going fishing today, folks, but we didn't go fishing today. I know Callahan promised y'all some fishing, but we being today because it's cold. The wind is blowing 25 to 30 knots out on the lake. So today it's bees.
All these windows were installed by Custom Glass. Big jobs in old and new businesses and condos. No job is too big or too small. All the glass in the new addition at the Bay Medical Center. Any type mirror, glass tabletop, and we specialize in enclosed showers. So if your need is any kind of glass, call Custom Glass today.
This is Perry at King's Discount Drug and King's Outdoors in Chipley, Florida. We've got long guns, we've got short guns. Ladies, we want you to feel at home. Whether it's a handgun for you or a layaway for your husband, we're here to help you one-on-one. Deer rifles, shotguns, handguns, anything you need right here at King's Discount Drug. From brim fishing to bass fishing, we've even got the Red Holland poles, got everything you need. We have ammunition, any gauge caliber you need, and all gun accessories.
For all your prescription needs.
And all your outdoor stuff, y'all come see us.
We at Gotta Go Portable Toilets have the very latest in restroom and shower trailers, air conditioned and heated, hot and cold running water, well lighted, flush toilets, baby change stations, makeup mirrors. Give us a call for your special event. From your small group to crowds up to 50,000 in the Florida Panhandle, South Alabama, Southwest Georgia. Give us a call and find out why we are the largest and the best in the business.
And I'm running tight on everything.
That's a honeycomb.
All right, what have they done in there, Ben?
Built that. Pick it up and set it over here, Justin.
They built that
Pick the whole
comb.
thing up and set it right over here.
You're gonna pick the whole thing up and set it right there. Okay.
This is a real good hive. This is what we wanted.
This is a real good hive. What's it? Wait a minute. What's them? What's
That's drone.
That's baby bees.
They built that on there. That's birth comb. Look here now. Look. Here's a real, almost perfect sheet of brood on that side. See it? That's all pupa. We call it brood.
Pupa. All right, you kids watching this, if you any children out there watching this, y'all know what your teachers is talking about now.
Here's your drone.
Oh man, look at that
We're
right
right
there.
in the heart of the beehive now, y'all. We're right down in it.
Look at that
And
one.
this is the most sunshine we've had all morning. We're in the wrong side of here. Let me see that, baby.
Now, what are we gonna do with this up here with the way they built that thing?
Get some good combs, Landon. Get about 3 good combs. We're gonna put extra combs in. Get about 4.
Whoops.
We're gonna put some good combs in there where she'll lay in. Don't put any sugar in it right now, Larry. Either. Just mark it. We'll do that later. I'm taking that one. You got some eggs?
Yeah, I got one down here. I got to put 2 in.
Get them to go around that sugar. There you go. Now, can you see it now?
Oh yeah, that's all brood here. Yeah, I see that really good. Yeah.
Am I holding it still enough there for you, Callahan?
Callahan, this is B-roll stuff I'm shooting now, Callahan. Oh yeah, that's pretty big.
Look at the other side.
That's a good hive. See the difference in that one and those soil ones?
Yeah, but I want. What you gonna do with that thing sticking down in
We're
there?
gonna get rid of it and throw it away.
Oh, we might eat some of that.
You don't want to eat it. It's brood.
It's brood. Okay.
Put a good comb in there. Put
Man, I
it.
need that smoker real fast, please.
You want to move this one. This is the one y'all want to move. Where are you going, Justin?
Having the increase right here.
How many you got in it?
Put this 5th one in.
No.
There's another one right there.
Pick
So
this hive up here and move it.
pick this hive up. How much? Okay, Callahan. He told this guy. He said, "Young man, he told you to pick that up, right?
Yeah.
How heavy is that thing?
I don't know. It's about
30, 40 pounds.
30 or 40 pounds. He can't pick that up, Ben.
We move it so the bees will go in our increase. See, that's light. Brood doesn't weigh near as much as honey does.
Oh,
Move the parent hive. We call that the parent hive.
okay.
You move it. We move. Take that with you, Justin, while you going. Take that on with you. Here's, hang on. Take it
He's
all.
loading you down, Justin.
Take it all with you. Don't make so many trips.
Oh, me, look at that, what happened?
That's the drone brood.
That thing
That's
fell
something
out. Now,
they-
none of that is any good, huh?
That's what they do when the frames aren't spaced right in a box. They put extra comb in there. We call it burr comb. And that's what they do. If you don't have 10 frames in a 10-frame super, or you're running 9 frames and you leave them all pushed to one side, they'll burr it all up with burr comb. And then she came and laid in the burr comb.
Uh-huh.
I just hope the queen wasn't there.
Yeah.
But there's your drones.
But that's no good for nothing. You can't even lay that out there for no good at all,
You can
right?
check this and pull these out of the cell like that. And if you have mites, you'll see a mite there in the bottom of the cell, which I don't want to see a mite, but I'm looking. I hope I don't find one to show y'all.
What are you talking about? The mite will be in there?
The varroa mite will be inside, sealed up in the cell with the drone pupa.
And then they eat the...
They eat the wings off of the bees while they're in the pupa stage, sealed up in the... Besides getting like a tick on a dog and sucking the juice out of the bees, they seal up in the pupa stage and eat the wings off of them while they're pupas.
Okay, all right.
It's just, they're just bad. The mites are just bad things.
Mites, okay. And the mites, a little bitty mite, you couldn't see a mite.
A
but-
varroa mite is the size of the head of a straight pin.
Oh,
And
okay.
in relationship, if that was a tick on a human being, it would be big as your fist.
Oh, okay. All right, okay. All right.
It's a giant parasite for a bee to totally
All right, I'm about tired of bees, and everybody else is about tired of bees, I'll bet, by now. So, think we tired of bees?
I learned a lot. I enjoyed it.
What? You learned a lot?
Yeah.
Well, you standing way off out there, 30 miles from the beehive.
It's like being off of Marlin Perkins.
Yeah.
We're gonna take you to the limit. We have a great selection of Extreme boats in stock and ready to go. Huge discounts on all models. Save thousands by buying factory direct. Great financing available. We take great pride in manufacturing Extreme boats. Every Extreme Boats features an all-welded, all-aluminum hull. Come see us. That's Extreme Boats, 10 miles north of Bonifay on Highway 79.
Incorporated, located Highway 71 south of the interstate, about 3.5 miles. Folks, if it's Dolomite lime you need at your place, they're bigger, they're better, they're cheaper. They can serve you better than anybody in the whole southeastern part of the United States. You call them right now. Get them on the phone. They'll come serve you. Dolomite Incorporated, located Highway 71 south of the interstate, about 3.5 miles. And at Dolomite of Marietta, they also carry them rocks for them driveways.
This is some old footage. We was looking through this fishing footage just then, and we run across some old footage of Sullivan and Lee Sullivan and I at a shooting range. And when you pick this up, it was 32 to 29 in my favor. So watch this. It's just a short clip. Lee Sullivan and Red Holland at a shooting range.
Red.
What do you mean?
Red.
Aren't you first?
Red, you're cheating.
Oh, it's all Jimmy. All right, we're coming into the last. Come over here, scorekeeper. Come over here. Now tell the truth. That's all I want. The truth will set you free. All right. Who's led all the way?
You have.
I have. All right. And do you know something? I'd rather this thing end up even than me winning or you winning. That's just the kind of guy I am.
Do you believe that? Well, come, do you believe that?
That's the kind of guy I am.
Do you believe that? What? I want you to tell everybody what you said.
I just said the camera's talking.
He said, I want you to know that the man in charge of this said that Red was the only person he'd ever seen in his entire life that could talk and shoot at the same time.
I was talking a while ago and shooting, and I hit it. Lucky, maybe I'll talk on all of it.
Come on up,
But what, am I leading by 2 now? Is that
Leading
what?
by 2.
I'm leading by 2. How many shots we getting here?
We've got 6 targets here, 3 true pairs.
Okay, all right. Do you want to let our seconds shoot?
I don't have a Winnebago. I don't have my own TV show. I don't have a production manager. I ain't got a makeup guy. I can't promise the guy that's in charge to make a TV star out of him.
Look at this. Don't do that.
I will not do that. Okay.
Here's what the double looks like.
Here's what the double.
Whoa.
Oh, you see that, Sullivan? They come in 2 at a time.
I saw one of them.
Well, there was 2 of them. They had one of them, 2 of them. And they come from that same position each time?
Yeah. Have to. Do whatever you want to.
All right. Are they going to come out 1 at a time?
No. They'll look
In other words, all I got's 2. Can I put
right there? Right there. That's what they do.
Can I put 4 bullets in here then?
Only 2.
Folks, we saw 3 deer run out here a while ago.
Mark that down.
They was
Red
was
called
big old
shotgun
bucks
shells
right all across this
bullets.
field, didn't they? All right, here we go. Cut that thing off, Scotty. Boy, this is pressure. Pull.
How many times you have to do that? 3?
3 times.
3 times.
Pull. There's the opening right there.
Oh, God.
There's the opening.
Now we're going to get into
There's the opening right there.
I put the subs in so you could win. Tie.
All right.
Tie.
Woo! Yes! Woo! Well, I got sweaty on them.
Is it hard?
Yes, it is. It's harder than I thought it was. Cut the camera off, Scotty.
Oh, this is it.
One target at a time.
you can win it. If you get both of them, you can win it by one target.
Is it tied?
Y'all gotta have a shoot off. Shoot off. Go ahead. Yeah.
No. He ain't been in TV. He sure hasn't. He don't know on TV, I can tell you that. No.
Get it? He had some makeups from the stand over there. When it...
This sign was there. Because it was there. Just because it's a sign, they'd shoot it.
Mr. Howard, that's a 84.
I tell you what, shoot that one over here again. Throw him a couple more right up in there. What I'm doing, I'm getting some tight shots on these.
No, he can't.
Yeah. Let him shoot. Let him shoot two more. Yeah. Did you hit either one of them?
Hit both of
And he missed. Scotty missed both of them. All right, I'm rolling still.
Next weekend we'll do it over again.